Let's continue with your Feel Good Monday morning. This time, we're introducing you to our Mandela Monday hero. We know that sport, it not only unifies, but when it comes to the youth, it really steers the youth in a more positive direction. And that mostly happens also, you see it in big cities, but when it comes to smaller towns, sport might not be that accessible. So one lady, her name is Charmaine Resandt, she's a Mandela Monday hero, and she introduced softball to a small seaside community. Let's check it out.
I found that softball has taught me many things such as discipline, teamwork, and it's also grown me as an individual. So it's something that I've always been involved with and always will be passionate about.
Charmaine Resandt took a love of softball from Cape Town to the Kleinmond area and started a softball club with just 7 children, which has blossomed into a roster of 50.
What I find to be very special about softball is that anybody can play the game, whether you are very young, very old, regardless of whatever your interest might be. It has a way of drawing people together until they form common ground, which is about the game itself. Where we started off with just a couple of kids, a handful of kids coming to the field to come and see what the game was about. And eventually we grew to where we are right now, with 50 plus. It's a point of interest for a lot of people because it is so different to what they know. This is the first time I think that this has ever been introduced into this area. And that in itself is what the draw card is. It's new, it's different.
Charmaine had previously set up and ran similar clubs in Cape Town and saw how softball could make a difference when she moved to Kleinmond.
The thing I love about it is just to meet different people and how we enjoy the sport.
Softball is a fun and easy game to play. Here in Charmaine, we were only used to rugby, netball and soccer and cricket. And if you couldn't play that, there was nothing else for you to do. So this was just a fun game. If you can't play the rest, you can join here.
Charmaine sê vir sy ouer mense van die straat af met die sport. Dis 'n baie interessante sport en elke dag hou dit mense van die straat af, hou mense van drugs en dwelms, alles, alcohol, hulle mense van die straat af.
We basically cater for every gender, every age group, basically anybody. If you just have an interest in softball, this is where it's happening. When I first moved to the Overstrand from Cape Town about 2 years ago, I found that when I had driven through the roads and the streets here, there were a lot of youth loitering around. And what has happened now, since they have become interested and involved in softball, we don't find that anymore. So that to me, I think, is just a wonderful way that the sport has spiraled into other areas of their lives.
Now officially known as the Titan Softball Club, the initiative got the full support of the Overstrand municipality, where Charmaine also works as a spokesperson.
Drugs have been a problem here, and for years we've came here and we've been wondering what can we do. And with this, as you can see, the numbers every day are growing, and this is amazing. It's beyond what we expected.
We're really blessed to have somebody like Charmaine. Yeah, she's fairly new in the area still, and you can see the difference she's made since she's moved here. This shows it's all because of Charmaine. We would never be here without her.
I think softball, like any sport, is a glorious form of social cohesion. It really brings people together. I see communities coming together. I see this as being a tool of really getting communities to develop and grow together as one. My dream is basically to have as many of the children within the Kleinmond area and the Overstrand in general become involved in the beautiful game of softball. It has always been my passion. It has always been my first love. And if I can have all the kids rather playing this game than to be involved in all of the other activities that were not savory. That is my ulterior motive, and that to me is the ultimate.
Not only did Charmaine step up to the plate for helping others, she took a swing for social upliftment and hit a home run for building communities through teamwork.